What is up, Whale fam? Welcome back to another project showcase. Very excited to share with you guys today this project by CoreBae. You might have seen it around. It was top trending on OpenSea. It got a lot of attention from WhaleShark, and I believe there was a clubhouse room or two. An awesome collection, 17 artists in total to put this project together. Um, yeah, let me introduce you, CoreBae. How you feeling? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for having us here today. And hello, everyone.
Man, it is honestly, it was an honor when we saw this. Everyone in the community was like so ecstatic because every single one of these works is amazing on their own and even better together. So I'm excited to have you guys here to tell us a little bit about what this project is. I know this is, the Whale Shark edition or the Genesis collage is kind of one of many to come. So definitely excited to hear about it and see what you guys are cooking up. So I know we have some of the artists here with us today, and I'd like to kind of give each one of them some stage time and let us know a little bit about themselves, share their work as well. So CoreBae, if you can kind of introduce the artist, well, yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then if you can give a little spotlight to each individual artist, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the idea of CoreBae came to our team, back later at the end of last year, several years back, actually. Gustave Courbet, who's an actual French realism painter from the 19th century. He was living in France at the time, working on his realism art, and he saw that most of his contemporaries they were working on paintings of kings, queens, and gods at a grand scale. 30 by 20-foot portraits that would be hanging in the Palais, featured all over France, all over Europe, and he thought, that it was kind of BS. He wanted to flip around and showcase the life and the people that he grew up with, which were the everyday countrymen in the French countryside. And he started painting 30 by 20-foot canvas paintings of the everyman. And so we were inspired by that idea. And in the same way that Gustave Courbet, he elevated the everyman, we wanted to elevate the NFT heroes of our time, because we think that they're changing the way that art is perceived. And so the way that we do that is through portrait series. And like you said, this is our Genesis collection, the Big Fish Drop, honoring WhaleShark, who has been prolific in his collection and prolific in the way that he supported artists. And so really grateful to be here today to share a little bit about our first collection, the Big Fish Drop, featuring WhaleShark, and bring on some of the artists that we have as part of the collection. So since this really is about the community, I would love to introduce the folks here today. So maybe we can go around one at a time, introduce ourselves, and then we'll start with each artist kind of sharing their background, their connection to the collection, what they created, and then also what they're working on right now. And so Baka, would love it if you could kick us off, brother.
Oh my God! Sorry, I was. Yes, I'm Darius. I go online by Baka Arts, and I make a lot of cyberpunk, 3D and 2D artworks, sci-fi art, space art, and stuff like that. It's just like it speaks to me, as I said in my Twitter bio, I'm making a dark future more colorful. So, it's just like I enjoy the technological advancements that we're just happening every day, and I don't know. I kind of just try to put what could be, in my art, and share it with the world. Maybe they'll get some ideas from me. Who knows?
That's wonderful, man. And Derek, I think you'll find Darius's piece on through the OpenSea link, probably the best place to go for it. But Darius, I'm curious, when it comes to the collection and the piece that you created, what was your inspiration behind this piece specifically, or like what is your association with WhaleShark?
Well, when I was binging, sort of say, Clubhouse, he always popped up in basically any NFT chat I've ever been in ever. And he was sharing super important information for free, and it was very kind and knowledgeable, and just very genuine. And I learned a lot from his talks on Clubhouse. And yeah, I've talked to him a couple of times, and I don't know, and he also speaks Japanese, which is awesome.
I
uh,
didn't know that. That's so badass.
yeah, he just started like slamming Japanese with some Japanese girls that joined in a clubhouse. I was very surprised. Yeah, he's very well spoken, and I understood everything he said very clearly. Very informative. Again, it's just like a mountain of information that he just gives away for free, and I thought that was just amazing because people like, I don't know, influencers would do like blogs, pay me 200 for this whatever course to NFTs or whatever, but people are just willing to share information for free, which is very valuable to me. And he was one of the first people that, yeah, just stood out to me in the NFT community.
That's amazing, brother. And is this the first piece that you have that's been collected in the Whale Vault?
Yes, that is correct.
Wow, so cool. I mean, do you have any sort of specifics on, and I guess for everyone listening, you know, the prompt and how we work as a collective is we'll take one central portrait and then we'll have several different interpretations. And so every piece you'll see today is based off the iconic Avatar profile that Whale uses as his visual identity across the internet. So this is Darius's, or Baka Arts' interpretation. Darius, I mean, do you have any details or info you want to share about your style, your approach, how you create pieces like this, or what why you took the piece this way?
Yeah, well, I was gonna do 3D at first, but my 3D style is not very identifiable as the 2D style is. So I was gonna do it in my Ether Tales kind of 2D illustration style, and I thought that would fit the avatar better. And I also wanted to obviously include, something about creation. That's why it's kind of like a prototype of his avatar being created, being put together, just to reflect my cyberpunk dystopian kind of style. And I just thought it fit the theme. And I also use the colors so that it's still recognizable. Like if you see it out of context but you've seen it once, like his original avatar, you would know that it's from him. It's just like, yeah, it's in my style. I thought 2D would fit very, very nicely in this case. And yeah, I'm very happy how it turned out.
Love it. Was it a little easier since you do sci-fi and steampunk? It's a little related to kind of.
Yeah, easy. It was definitely, I didn't want to do it too steampunk-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted to look more cyberpunk than steampunk.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought the eyes were, a very steampunkish kind of look, and I just left it like that. I was gonna put like a visor or something at first, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna leave it as. I like the eyes. It fits.
It looks dope, man.
Darius, I'm curious. I've seen the Surrogates project has been incredibly successful. I'm sure you have a library of work that you're working on. What can you tell us about what your current focus is for what you're building, the projects that you're curating, and where we can find those?
Rarible.com/surrogates. I have I'm planning on making a bunch of avatars, like 1,000 of them. I make them manually, so it's taken a while. I don't know why I said I was gonna do 1,000. I'm just stupid like that. But it's definitely a big slice of pie that I'm gonna have to eat. But It's fun. It's turned into a meditative kind of process. And I'm getting back in the third season, so I was thinking about releasing them in seasons. So first season 50 pieces, and then second season 50 pieces, stuff like that. And then I'm also working on the first NFT Ethereum powered graphic novel called The Ether Tales, based in the universe of Etheria, which it's a series of illustrations accompanied by short stories connected to a main story, which is in this 2D kind of style. And I'm just working on a bunch of other projects like, damn, I can't say NDA, damn it. I'm working on some super secret 3D projects.
Well, now we know it's huge.
Yeah, and on some 3D stuff for super rare. That's about what I'm going to. Right now, I'm just on a break. Right now, I'm just taking some time to recharge, because I've definitely overworked myself. I don't know. I would just keep pumping art every day. I just need a couple of days to just relax. So before I jump into everything, I highly recommend everybody to just take a step back, and relax a bit before going ham on the next big project.
I posted your Twitter and some of your platforms that you're listed on over in the Whale Discord. Guys,
thank you so much.
Give him a follow. Check out his work. Yeah, man, super cool.
Yeah, it's insane. Like a month ago, no, in January, I was like talking to my girlfriend on I was texting her like, man, I really hope that this Patreon works out. I already got like 7 patrons, so that's like $70 a month more than I'm making right now. And then it's just like, oh, by the way, NFTs. I'm like, what? What the fuck? What's going on? It's just insane, dude. I don't know how I was gonna live before, and now it's just like, what is going on?
now you can enjoy your rest, man.
Oh my God, yes, for sure.
And to put an additional point on this about Darius, he not only is an incredible artist who obviously is committed to his craft and working on excellent projects, he also has decided to dedicate the proceeds from the sale of his works from this project to charity. And so just also wanted to highlight his humanity. Money makes you more of who you are. And Darius, you're not only an incredibly talented artist, but also you have a huge heart. So grateful to have you on the project.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I mean, yeah, I thought about it. I was like, I mean, I'm sure that other artists will benefit from this money more than I would, because I've been doing my best to like help artists stepping into the space, with whatever gas fees or whatever tips, tricks, whatever they need. So I believe in karma. I'm a huge believer in karma. So I think if you just give back to the community and help it grow together, it's just gonna be a positive space to be in, and that's kind of the message that I'm trying to spread.
And it's an important thing to note, because a big portion of this, the impetus behind this collection, is lifting up artists in the community. And so actually over 25% of proceeds from the sales are going back into helping pay for minting fees, gas fees, and buying collections from various artists in the community. So appreciate you contributing to that, man. I'd love to bring it now to XX Lucy, who this is actually your first NFT, I believe, that you released, period. Right, Lucy?
Yes, that's right. This is my introduction to the space.
So incredible. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the project, and would love to hear a little bit about you, hear about your relationship to WhaleShark, even though it's a nascent relationship, and then a little bit behind the piece.
Mm-hmm. Well, my name's Lucy. I've been a video artist for about 4 years. I do a lot of like brand client type work. But I first heard about WhaleShark when I was getting into know the NFT community, like just scoping out the clubhouse rooms and whatnot. And I noticed that any room that he was in, like the room would be packed. So I always would go and check it out. And he was so friendly, so inviting. And even though he's such a large collector, and like Daria said, he like shares all his knowledge for free, which was like, he just seems like such a proponent of the space and gives back to the community, which I loved. So when you guys asked me to do this project, I was super excited and honored to make something having to do with WhaleShark. And so I made this hand-drawn animation that sort of plays on like AI and the transition from physical to digital that we've been seeing in art, in currency, in intelligence. And yeah.
Wow, man. I'm taking a look at your. I posted your Instagram here in the chat, and everyone in the chat is like, it really resonates when people speak like that about WhaleShark, because I think we all feel the same way. Baka was saying, how into charity and all this stuff that he is, and I'm sure you realize that of WhaleShark as well. So it's really cool to see those kind of connections based on just being a good person. And that's kind of what brought all you here together to work on this. So that's really cool. And especially all your other pieces are so dope.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm enjoying looking at them right now.
Yeah, WhaleShark just seems so great. Like he said, so many celebrities or so many figures would not take the time to help, all the little guys. But he does, which is great.
Yeah, I love he's on like every week here on the Whale Discord for like about an hour, just answering questions about anything. A lot of people have investing questions. How do I get rich? And the patience that he takes to answer all these things detailed. And
yeah, he doesn't have to do that, but he does, which is awesome.
Welcome to the NFT space, and what an entrance!
Thank you.
I hope to see you around a lot more, and everyone here in the community is, every time the community grows, the community gets better.
I really like your animations. What's your setup? I'm just curious. I'm guessing you're using After Effects to do all of the effects that you did, for example, for Z or Tiesto.
Yeah, I do After Effects for almost everything.
It's gorgeous. Like I really like the switching circuitry, for example, in the WhaleShark. In the goggles. Sorry, I just
oh yeah.
And also on the space background just fits real well. So great fucking job. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just doodled the eyes, the goggles. I don't really know what they were supposed to be, but I guess like computer chip sort of.
Circuitry.
It's a nicer word.
That's where all the NFTs get made. They go through all the circuits and they come up the other side. Sweet.
Lucy, do you have any projects that you're working on right now that you can give a little preview of, or share some insight of maybe what your next project might look like?
My next one, like Darius, is strict NDA, so I cannot. But
let's go, Lucy.
Working a lot in Blender. Been on the side for fun. Been making these colorful alien girls, and if I ever release them, I'll announce that on Instagram. So
yes, please let us know. My mom, your piece was my mom's favorite. She couldn't get over it. Yeah.
Yeah, I already told
Mama
you.
CoreBae.
Mama Bae.
That's some big approval.
Oh.
Sorry, I know someone was trying to pop in there.
Oh yeah, Lucy, you're killing it, man. I really enjoyed this one for sure. I like the drippy, the thing splitting apart. I was like, oh, that's so dope.
Oh, thanks. It's like grilled cheese.
Well, Lucy, I appreciate you sharing a little bit about your project. Where can people find your work, just so we can highlight it one more time if they want to follow you?
Instagram is where I'm most active. It's at xxlucy. Don't really use any other socials, so just Instagram.
We got to get you on Twitter, ASAP, Luce.
I do have an account, but I don't use it.
That's where NFTs live. You gotta come over.
I know. That's what everyone tells me.
That's true. Like I my account was dead. Like I used to post, oh, this is a cool image. It went viral on Instagram. I'm sure it's gonna go viral on Twitter too. Nope, got 1 like. Nobody.
You're like,
But
no, I'm
now,
going
you know, months after, you know, just like talking to the NFT community, my account is going like crazy. So I just please do come in. I mean, it's the NFT spot to be.
All right. I'll
It's
give
so
it a try.
friendly too.
Just for you guys.
There we go. I love it. Well, thank you for being a part of the project again and for sharing a little bit about what you're cooking up next. Definitely keep us posted on the next project once the NDA is permissible to share. But De La Deso, Richie, you were cutting in there. So maybe we'd love to go to you next and hear a little bit about your contribution, your relation to WhaleShark, and what you're cooking up right now besides this.
What's up, man? Derek, CoreBae, and Izzy, man, for inviting me to do this. I was just like freaking out when this stuff was like, oh man, I've been working. I'm like for like doing this type of art since like 2012, just developing that grime art style. I guess that's what I'm known for, is kind of like creating that movement, and just been working like just client-based stuff ever since. And it's just been like just rushing, and like 2020 hit, and I'm like, and then everybody's super inspired, and I was just like, no one to take a break. And that's when everything kind of started picking up. I was like, oh man, like there's just something happening, you know? And I was like, you can sense it, and you're just like, oh man, like what is this NFT space? I'm like, people are selling digital assets, and I'm like, whoa, it looks like these artists are actually like getting like their paid dues, you know? It's like something was happening, and you're like, oh man, how do I get involved with this? Or not really, just like learning the community mostly. And it's just like, oh, how do I, like, what's the proper way to step in when people started just like minting stuff and just putting stuff up? So it's just like it was just happening quick, and even more like so this beginning of this year. And it's just like you start to get overwhelmed and like bummed out, and it's like, oh, you start going up to these communities, these clubhouses, and you just kind of like chill and just listen, and just you start seeing this figure and this icon, right, this avatar, and you're just like, well, what is this? You can tell right away. It's like you kept seeing it in everything, and you're like listening to this person, just like, again, like everybody's saying, just giving all the proper knowledge, and like there was no dumb questions. It was like everybody's just asking, you know? And it's just like, and it right away you learned it wasn't one of those things where it's just like you're just getting rich off of this stuff. You're just kind of like, if you're gonna do well in this thing, like this community, you'd have to like just do everything like kind of proper, and just like look at everything, line up how you want to drop your art. And it's just, again, it's still like overwhelming. But then like Derek or Izzy hit me up, and he was just like, you want to, like, first he was like dope, but he was just gonna like, dude, you got great stuff, and like, would you like to be a part of this? And I was like, whoa, like I saw the WhaleShark, and I was like, and I saw the people involved, I was like, whoa, dude, super honored. And I was just like down, you know? It's like you don't turn out any opportunity. Hey, was irrelevant, and everything's just like, I don't even care. I just know this is like very important. And even if it didn't seem like stuff like Instagram doesn't really know yet, or like, so it's only certain people, so it's like, but you see what they're doing in the community, and you're like, wow, this is going on, and nobody knows what's happening. Like, it's still relatively like super new, and I'm like, how does this stuff happen? Like, I think I know most of you artists are just like, how do I keep getting by on stuff? Like, it's because you're an awesome person, you know, you do good stuff, and good stuff, eventually good stuff happens back to you. And I was just like, everything just started falling into place, and I'm like, this is just like the first step, because I haven't really like dropped anything, like organized any of my art, or figured out any type of drop stuff. I've put stuff on like Rarible, but like just to kind of test out how to mint stuff, and like gift stuff to like homies that are like just starting out, and just to get familiar with like the gas prices, because it's very confusing. And if you just jump in, you start wasting a lot of money. And like, if you're an artist and like a struggling artist, you don't really have money to waste. So it's like very important to just like read up and do your homework, you know?
Yeah. What was this your first NFT that you minted?
No, the first, I think I like in my Rarible was the first stuff that I was minting. I just put stuff on my Rarible account just to kind of like get it going. And one of my first like Drops was another collaboration with this crew called Artifact, and they invited me to join a project called Space Drip. And again, that one was like a bunch of people, like OG people in the community as well, like Ferocious and Jonathan Wolf and like Defaced and like just like it's just like what the hell's going on, dude? I'm just like this pizza dude dripping stuff, and I'm like, I'm the drippy guy, you know, and I'm like,
nah, that was the perfect collab right there. That was perfect. And just like this one, I mean, mixing up so many different styles,
same people, it's like, oh shit, it's a family, you know, it's like, oh, seeing the same, that's community, you know. And like a lot of the artists around here are super helpful, so if you ask them questions, they're like more than happy to like help you out. And as an artist before like all this stuff, it wasn't like that, because all the artists are, it's like movie stars, they're all like auditioning for the same movie role, and it's like, and it's a competition, it's like very heavy in competition. It's like, so people aren't giving you a lot of knowledge in that art world, and now everything's different. All these like artists are like super happy and like more than happy to like show you how to like succeed, you know. And like it's an exciting time, so I'm just being like very observant and like just patient, you know. Everything's very like it's not a race, it's like an endurance, you know. So it's like only the strong will survive, and just the ones that keep doing the same thing and the struggles, you know.
Oh yeah. Are you in need of a little bit of rest, kind of like Backout does?
Oh dude, I'm totally feeling that. Yeah, like I've been running since 2012 just to become like, to just get another job, you know. Every time you finish a job, it's essentially you're getting fired, you know, and you're getting paid out, and like the client will either come back or they won't, you know. So it's like the ones that always come back are usually like the homies, you know, the ones that come through, and the ones that aren't making you chase an invoice and like all the crazy stuff, you know. And like and I like it. I think it's very exciting. I think it's just a cool opportunity for everyone, you know.
Yes, definitely. You know, like I said before, when someone joins the community, the space, the industry, whatever you want to call it, it's definitely a plus, especially with the type of talent that all of you have. It's our honor, honestly, to have you and to be able to collect pieces by you guys. So welcome.
Dude, yeah, it's like a wild, wild west, but it's like, you know, it's like we can do this like a cool way, you know, where it's like because we're learning how to like fund our own projects, you know. So it's like you only learn that by getting super organized and planning your project out, and like with like the amount of support and like the funding you're getting, it's just like, wow, you can really, just like time, it's malleable, so you can kind of control what you want to do, but you gotta like sit down and actually think like, what am I doing, you know. Instead of like making cool shit, we're just like, all right, let's make cool shit, but like with the purpose, you know. And it's just like, and it's teaching everybody, you know. So it's like we're role models, so it's like we gotta be like Olympic athletes, you know. Like we're like, if skateboarding is a sport now, then why can't art be that same thing, you know? We're athletes preparing for this, and it's like every artist is gonna represent their community and country, you know. So it's like we have to be like that, you know. Create your own Hollywood.
Word. Wow, very deep. I like it. Something to think about. Sweet. Thank you for sharing.
That was awesome, man. Where can people find your work right now? I know we have a different project up on screen, but where can people find what you have cooking up next?
I'm super heavy like on Instagram and like posting. I'm learning to, like, I was lagging on Twitter too. I'm just like, one day I just woke up, I was like, you know what? I gotta figure out Twitter, and like immediately all this stuff started happening. I'm like, wow, everything's Twitter based right now. And I'm like, wow, it's a good thing I started preparing this like now, like, and not later. What's like one of those things too, it's like you're never too late. So it's just like, you know, take your time and just figure it out. And it's just like, don't rush and just chill, you know. But yeah, della.com is like my website. I still do all that stuff too.
Cool. I dropped your link tree in the chat so that everyone can go check you out on
Dude,
all those links. Really cool stuff.
Thank you, man.
Awesome. I mean, next, maybe we, from the way that I see the Clarence, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Hello.
Welcome.
Man, so excited to have you as
So
part of the project. Would love to hear, the three sort of topics, your relationship to WhaleShark or your background briefly, what you built out for this project, and then where can people find your work?
yeah, so my name is Clarence. I'm a visual artist from Albania. I'm mostly known for the project that I started in 2017, the project of Everydays, and inspired from people and other artists who did something similar with creating something every day. And since then, at some point, I went full-time freelancing, and now there are the NFTs, which is helping us more to create to make a living from our art. And about this project, first of all, I want to say thank you to Derek and Easy and CoreBae for inviting me on this project. And I haven't had the chance to talk to WhaleShark. I'm kind of shy to write him, but based on what everyone said, he seems like a friendly guy. So maybe I should talk with him.
Getting a little bit of feedback.
Sorry, I'm not sure if is the noise from me or no?
No, homie, CoreBae, you gotta mute yourself because you got kids yelling in the background, man.
Okay, so so I hope you heard what I said.
Yes. It was just a little bit at the end.
Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, I know that WhaleShark is helping the NFT space moving forward. So of course, it is an honor for me to be part of this project, and it is a way, like the whole project, in my opinion, seems like a way to say thank you to him. And I had my idea behind my piece was mostly just to create something that people would relate with my style, as you can also see from this piece. It is mostly about making it colorful. So this is what I intended to do with a WhaleShark piece, having in mind also the print that I wanted to create, which is an iridescent print, and I've also shared that on my Instagram page. That was the idea behind the piece, and I hope WhaleShark will share the address with us so I can send him the print. And I guess that's about the project and about my future plans. You can go down, if you can go on
your Instagram.
Yeah, go, because I share every day a new post. So on the WhaleShark piece. Okay. Yeah, on the you can't help. Yeah. Anyway, other people can find it there. But that's it about this project. And besides that, right now I'm focused on my next Nifty drop, and I have a few other projects that are potential projects, but I can't talk because I signed the.
Well, we have the whole crew is under NDA, man.
Yeah, and to be honest, I didn't know what the NDA was. I mean, I knew that when someone said to me, "Don't talk about this project," okay, I won't talk about it, and. Then I was talking to a friend about a project, and I said I signed this, and he said that, "Oh, you shouldn't talk about it." And now I know why I signed.
If we would have just had you a few days earlier, we would have all been.
Yeah. So I was good with the timing. So
sweet.
Mostly I'm focused on the Nifty project. I'm creating some pieces.
I don't know. I can share them with some of the artists to get some feedback with Darius, maybe. So yeah, that's my main focus now. And also I have a piece because I'm helping my little brother to get into the NFT space, and he just shared his first NFT on Maker's Place. Yeah, you opened it before, and
Maker's
yeah,
Place,
that's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, yeah, it's the first piece of my brother, and I helped him with some animations, and yeah, I'm excited about him and about me next. What is next? I don't know. I guess I'll just keep creating. I keep sharing my artworks every day on Instagram, and when I think a piece is cool enough, I mint it as an NFT. So yeah, I'm just trying to create every day and move forward.
Sweet. Again, welcome to you as well, and your brother now creating NFTs. Definitely
Thank
get
you.
them up into the whale community. A lot of friendly, helpful people that will answer any questions, and you can kind of keep up with the latest and greatest. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely
Thank
send
you.
them an invite, get them over here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Also,
man. Awesome.
send me those super secret images so I can rate them.
Yeah, I will share them with you to get some feedback. Thank you.
Do it. Thank you for sharing. I got you. Sorry, it seems like you exited there. I got you back in CoreBae.
Thank you so much. Do we have Rio in the chat, or did he jump?
Rio's in the chat. Yep.
Awesome. I think it'd be great to Rio. Welcome, man. Would love to go to you next. Hear a bit about your background, your contribution to the collection in relation to WhaleShark, and then what else you're working on right now.
Yep. I'm just gonna put this stuff up on the screen as well. You might just have to unmute yourself and go right up ahead.
All right, here we go. Found it. What up, guys? How you doing?
How's it going? Welcome.
Hello.
What's good, brother? What's up? Just out here in the park with my girlfriend, doing the same as Baka said. Just taking it easy. Kind of feel like it was nonstop. NFT, Clubhouse, Twitter, Discord, Telegram, everything all the time. So just good to be taking it easy, but I'm super excited to be a part of this this drop and this collection of really dope artists.
I appreciate you taking the time out of a lovely day. It sounds like it's nice, chilling, and you're here with us, talking about your favorite thing, art. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
It's funny, right? Everyone's saying how they need to take a break, and you can tell when everyone is feeling like that at the same time, because everyone's like, oh well, it seems to be like a little dip in the NFT market, but it's like, nah, man, everyone's just like recharging for the next one. So yeah, it definitely took its toll on everyone, creators and collectors and speculators alike, I believe.
Yeah, and there's like this plant and then harvest sort of thing. Like sometimes I want to take time to learn new things or try new things out, and sometimes when you're just marketing at all times, you don't give yourself that time, especially after hard deadlines. And at least for me on my end, some of the drops that I had got pushed, or the platform changed, and things that I was expecting to be done with kept going while I was getting all these new other jobs. And I was just like, yo, this is because the dates are flexible sometimes, so it's sometimes it causes a little bit of a traffic jam in my schedule. But I'm just glad to be finally seeing some room on my desk clear up, and just being able to just kind of enjoy life and soak up some inspiration.
Nice. I guess one of the questions that CoreBae would ask would be, tell us your relationship to WhaleShark and kind of what brought on the inspiration for this piece that you submitted.
Yeah, so I had a similar backstory to someone, I forget who said it, but just like being in Clubhouse and seeing that avatar and seeing them speak and just, hearing a lot of people talk about the white paper and then just, just seeing the activity in the space and just the genuine positive sort of, place that WhaleShark comes from was just amazing. But I can't say that I knew a whole bunch about it. I just was very familiar with especially that avatar. So when I got the opportunity to kind of put it through my lens, I've been messing with a lot of the duality of kind of like 3D art, but then like also going back to some of the early ideas of cubism or impressionism or things like that. And so I love kind of messing with that line. And especially after one Clubhouse I was in where people were talking about how 3D isn't art and it's just another form of illustration and this and that. So after I heard some of the old art world kind of heads talking about that, it really made me want to play with that and just say, well, what makes it art? Is it a paint stroke? You know what I mean? Is it like what is it? So I like kind of putting that sort of cubist vibe on some of the portraits, and even my favorite part is the little goggles because I got to kind of cube them out.
It seems like most people keep the goggles or make a variation, but they're a staple. They're a WhaleShark staple trait.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with avatars, that's one of the good traits to have on one of your avatars, and it's just adopted by WhaleShark, and that's it. He's a steampunk kind of guy, no matter what he looks like in real life.
Right.
This is him. This is him.
Yeah, I think it's so cool that he's anonymous, but it would be so weird to see what he really looks like because in my head he's really that person. So interesting.
It's so much like it's funny how avatars kind of shape your perception of people because everyone swears I look like my CryptoPunk. I mean, if you can just put generic New York dude, I guess that is still me.
That's funny,
dude. I specifically picked up my punk because it looked like me. So
I've been seeing a lot of people do that though, so I think that's why we start to believe that.
Yeah. I mean, I identify with him. I know my punk is wearing Timberlands. I know it. I can't see his feet, but I know he's got the Timbs on.
Bro, I started like doing like merch. Like I have a mug with the CryptoPunk. I have tote bags and I have t-shirts and stitched caps. I don't know what's going on with me, dude.
Nice. Yeah, I have to get my punk on some clothes too. Hi. I can hear you. Someone has their mic open, I think. Sweet. CoreBae, where can we keep up with you? Because I posted the OpenSea link directly to your NFT, but where can I find you on Twitter or Instagram?
Yeah, so I'm on This Rio, THISREO on Twitter and Instagram. And I dropped my website, but I haven't really fully finished it out. But it's at reometry.com.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna link your Twitter here in the chat. Everyone can keep up with this Rio, not the other Rio.
Yep.
And give them a follow, give them a shout out. Keep up with all the latest. And speaking of the latest, what is the latest after the park?
Yeah. So I've been dropping this thing I call the Ugly series, which is me kind of exploring another fine line between ugly and beauty, because I was doing an everyday's project as well, and I was starting to feel like I was spending 5 hours doing an everyday, and it was starting to mess up the rest of the things that I had to do. So I started to try to approach it like, what if I just made something ugly and get away from the pressure that everything that I post has to be this like gorgeous, beautiful, perfect thing. And it's just really helped me to sort of, get through a certain set of blocks that I was creating myself. But the response has been really great, and I've been kind of running with it and moving more into physical things and trying to bring it into the metaverse and doing prints and trying to get into some vinyl toy stuff as well. But I also have a couple cool drops coming up too. I have this one with Miguel that we just announced, but we've been working together for many years, and I've been telling him a lot about NFTs and stuff. We just did an event in LA last Friday at 3D Live with the fully 3D screen. That was pretty cool, man. And just to see the stuff that I made, in full 3D with the glasses and this, like, I think it's like 50-foot wide screen. But we have a bunch of the pieces that we did for that are dropping as NFTs in the next couple of weeks. I was a part of the DJ Premier collab that happened a couple weeks ago on Nifty as well. And just, just continuing to support other artists, buy art, and post my own stuff and just try to get better,
Very cool. Seems like it was a well-needed break, my man. You working on a bunch of stuff. I'm looking at your Twitter profile and it says musician. So interested to see how you bring that talent to the blockchain. So you'll definitely you have enough to keep yourself busy with, it seems.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I dropped some music on Catalog, which is something built on top of Zora. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's kind of music only NFTs. And I'm about to drop my album too, which is gonna have NFTs with it as well. So yeah, man, just trying to continue to be multi-dimensional.
Oh, it's about to be so fire, bro. Real, your Ugly series is like probably my favorite NFT series that I've seen so far, man. Like, keep doing
it. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, bro. That means a lot.
No worries, man. Much love.
Yeah, if you can drop your put the link here on the right side, and I'll make sure that the chat gets it for your music related stuff. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Yep,
for sure.
Dude, I'm looking at the turquoise Jeep right now.
Yo, that's my boy, man. I told him, I was like, you have to get, because I was seeing people sell memes, on Foundation, and I was just like, man, you need to get your GIF on there, because you got to think, man, like, people have used his GIFs like for years, to the last 10 years.
I know. And
hasn't seen a dime from it. So it's just kind of like interesting to see that now these creators can advertise some of their influence on culture.
Yeah. There's a little bit of wind on someone's mic.
Yeah, I think that's mine. Sorry.
Okay, I forgot you were at the park. I'm over here. I was too busy staring at the Flint doing his body roll. Excellent, man. All right. Well, thank you very much for sharing. I got your links. I posted them to keep up with you, and yeah. Thanks a lot for coming through and coming and joining the whale community.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Alegria, I think we got one more person who joined us today, Stutter, that I would love to feature before we wrap things up, if that's good with you.
Of course. Stutter, what's up?
Yo, what's good, everybody? How's everybody's Saturday going so far?
Saturday is good for me on this side. It sounds like everyone, for the most part, is chilling. Is that true?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Tell us. I got your NFT here up on the screen. Beautiful work. I could stare at this for a minute just trying to find some details.
Thank you, man. That's kind of like the main thing of the piece too, is kind of just staring and kind of driving your own meaning from it. So yeah, my name is Luis. I also go by Stutter. I create art kind of focus on mental health, wearing your emotions and other life experiences. And yeah, the reason my name is Stutter is because since I was a kid, I used to struggle with anxiety, and I think that's kind of what made me stutter when I was a child, just because like it kind of elevated my heart rate and would cause me to just say things like more than once. And also I'm bilingual, so that kind of messes with it too. So I tried turning something negative and making it into something positive by kind of naming myself Stutter and trying to build a brand off of that. And yeah, so for my piece, I titled it WhaleShark, which is kind of like a play on those Rorschach ink blotter tests. And yeah, like kind of how I was telling you, like I want people to kind of look at the piece and derive their own meaning from it, and also be able to do some self introspection just by looking at the piece and trying to see how their mind's working.
Love it. Thank you for coming up into the NFT space, and kind of as this tribute to WhaleShark. Did you know of WhaleShark before? Maybe also on Clubhouse.
Yeah, so I don't have a very personal connection with him, but I've been in a lot of rooms on Clubhouse with him, just like everybody else. And just from those rooms, I can say that he's super community driven. He's super kind and caring and complex. So I kind of wanted to illustrate that in the pieces by making both of them freestyles. So I didn't plan any of them beforehand. I kind of just went in and tried to capture that mystery behind him as an icon, since that's kind of what his whole thing is.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely got that figure. I'm trying to find you on Twitter. Are you on Twitter or just Facebook?
Oh, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. My Twitter is @officialstutter, and then my Instagram is StutterX. I was gonna switch my Twitter to be the same as my Instagram, but I did a whole application for Super Rare, so I don't want to kind of like have to.
You gotta wait till that goes through, right?
It's in like 2 years or so, 2 to 3 years probably. So I have to keep that name for a while.
No worries. I love that you turned the kind of a negative into a positive by embracing your name, right?
Yes, sir. And then also, like, subconsciously, I think it kind of affected my work too. Like, a bunch of my work has like a lot of very repeating patterns and repeating colors and a lot of repetition in it, so it kind of goes with my work too.
That's dope. That's really cool. I love talking to artists and seeing kind of maybe not so much of the why they did a specific line or something, but overall what kind of has been inspiring them.
No, yeah, like I know when I first started, I think I didn't start taking art seriously until 2018. But what I noticed when I was at shows, like when I had art shows, was that I used to have very long meanings for my pieces, and I would like explain them very well. But after like just experiencing like the whole vibe of the shows and like being able to talk to people and being able to like ask them like face to face, like, what do you see in my pieces? Like, what does it mean to you? And like having everybody give me their own individual answers, and each answer being so different from one another, but at the same time still fitting into the piece itself. That's kind of like what I kind of strive to do now, is like just create art that makes you do self-introspection and look into yourself and come up with your own meaning, as opposed to me kind of telling you what it is that you're looking at.
True. Have the collector do some work, right? You
think
about it. Very cool, man. I'm happy to have you here in the community. I don't think anyone else was left to speak. So you guys kind of did this for WhaleShark, and in turn, that means that you did it for this community. So I'd like to kind of bring it full circle and have the community do something for you guys. So we have like 3-tier roles here. It's called whale, shark, and dolphin. I'd like to bless each one of you with enough whale to get a dolphin role, and have you be a part of this community and hang around. Everyone can probably most likely learn something from you, and in turn teach you more about the space. I know some of you are a little bit new, so it'll be a great kind of exchange to have you guys stick around with us for a while. So welcome officially. If you don't have the role already, I'll send that over to you guys shortly.
I appreciate you for that, man.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much.
No problem. It's definitely a benefit to have the artist, handy, close by, and always keeping up with what it is that you're working on, or if it's something tech related that someone else, me or someone else from the team or someone from the community, can help you guys with. That'll just help you make better art. And if you make better art, we'll get even more people up in here.
I love that, man. And I think going off that, one thing that we're very grateful to WhaleShark for, of course, is collecting all the pieces and including them in the whale vault. But we also are going to be having a show soon in CryptoVoxels in one of his gallery, featuring all the work. So we'll definitely stay in touch and share info when we have a date and a time. But thank you again so much for having us on and for supporting the Big Fish Drop. We're so grateful to be here.
Yes, 100%. That would be an epic party that you need to let us know when it's happening. We can turn on all the streams, have everyone jump in world and do a little boogie with you guys. That'll be a lot of fun. So you heard that, well, community, we're invited to a party.
Absolutely, it's going to be so fun. Can't wait to see these pieces up on the wall.
Yes. Cool. Do you have a sort of a time frame?
We're hoping within the month we'll be able to put something up. I know they're going through some updates right now with CryptoVoxels and with some of the technology to get the work into the space. And so as soon as the update's finished, we'll go ahead and share it through the channels that be more specifics, but hoping in the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Very cool. All right. And also, as CoreBae, the project, what's next? I don't know if you've picked your next project, but what do you have in mind?
Yeah, a big focus coming up will be bringing in generative smart contracting and breeding into whatever project comes next. I think it's incredible to honor the leaders in the space in the way that we've done so far, but I think we want to bring in the other side of the crypto world with sophisticated smart contracting and gamification into our projects, just to stay ahead of the curve and stay innovative and support other aspects of the community, and then also bringing in some incredible sound designers and musicians into the visuals to make it more collaborative.
Man, yeah, there's been such good work on the generative side that I'm getting really excited about that. And if you put this together, I'm sure something like that could be really well done. It's not easy, with smart contract coding and programming, but I can't wait to see whatever it is that you guys put out. I'm really digging anything music related, so I'll definitely be on the lookout.
Yeah, a lot of us have backgrounds in music, and we're starting to think, what would it look like if you could breed together different stems? So what would, if you could blend in different rhythm sections or melodies with, stems of just vocals, and then mix and match and almost, CryptoKitties music with your friends to build out your own mixtapes or your own mashups. And so more on that as we evolve and define the project.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, we already have some people in the chat excited about the music. So please, don't sign any NDAs. We need to know everything.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. I posted there your link also to Twitter so people can follow and keep up to date with everything. Man, thank you everyone for being here. It was, really good to get this perspective and see the behind the scenes and understand what this meant to you. And again, welcome to the space.
Thank you.
Merci.
Hell yeah.
Merci.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Much love.
Much love. I'll collect all of your Ethereum addresses and kind of help you get set up with the role shortly. If you're not on Discord, please make an account, because that's after Twitter, Discord is where it's at. So
yep.
I'll get all that coordinated with Izzy, and we'll get you guys up with that dolphin roll.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, fam, that's it for this project showcase. Stay tuned for marbles later on tonight with Rude Moose. It's your chance to win some whale and have a lot of fun. She's the hostess with the mostest. But for now, we're off. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone.
All right, man.
Likewise. Thank you so much.